The very first step when it comes to starting a blog is actually knowing and having a very clear why. You need to actually have a reason why you want to start a blog in the first place. And this is the first step in this Start a Blog for Beginner series. Knowing your why is actually a foundational step. It is what is going to define what you are going to do with your blog in other steps, or even why you are going to stick with this ideal of building a blog and even turning it into an income generating asset. If you have a very weak why, you are not going to make it, because there are times when things are going to be very difficult. And when you do not have a strong why, you are likely to quit or you are going to give up. And this is very important to know, because blogging is not easy. And I'm speaking from experience, having been doing this for a number of years now. The early stages are very difficult, just like when you're starting any other sort of a business. The startup phase of your blog is going to be a very tough period. And if you do not have a strong why, you are not going to make it. This because, just like any other business, when you are starting a blog, you are going to go through a phase where the amount of work that you are putting in will not be reflected in the kind of results that you are getting. You're not going to get traffic, you're not going to be making money, and you are going to doubt whether it's even worth it. That's why having a very strong why when you're starting a blog is very important, and it's a critical step when it comes to building a blog. And what this means is that before you write the first article, before you write any blog post, or even before you buy your domain, or even before you get hosting, you need to first sit with yourself and define the reason why you are doing this. And one of the main reasons that people start a blog, and I am assuming that this is also a reason why you are starting a blog, is that you want to make money. Either you want to turn that blog into a full-time income, or you just want it to be a side hustle or a side income that is going to complement other sources of income that you have. But what I have learned over time is that money, while it is a very good reason, cannot be the only reason why you are starting a blog. Because once you start making money, you may not be motivated to continue. And that's why a deeper why probably makes more sense. And some of the reasons that people have given when it comes to starting their blogs would include such things as, wanting to share the knowledge that you have. Probably you have certain skills, expertise, knowledge, or life experiences that you want to share with other people. It could be that you want to use it to build, a long-term income stream. Probably you want to build a legacy. You are seeking freedom, or you want time, location, and financial freedom. There has to be something deeper that is driving you towards starting and building a blog, because this is something that you need to look at from a long-term point of view. Are you going to actually stick with it for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or even 20 years? Because it is a long game. Blogging is a long game, and if you do not have a strong why, I can almost guarantee you that you're not going to stick with it. You are going to start, and then it's going to fizzle out after a few months or after 1 or 2 years. So what this means is that before you invest your time and even financial resources in starting and building your blog, you need to spend some time and probably get a piece of paper and write down the reasons as to why you want to do this, and ultimately narrow it down to one singular why. And having this clarity is actually a very important step, because it's going to inform a lot of things downstream. You might find that having your why is going to inform your content strategy. It might also inform how you are going to make money with your blog, because blogging is a long-term project. and you need to have thought through all those steps so that you can make it worthwhile. I do hope that you're actually getting value from us having this conversation, and there are 3 things that I want you to take away from this particular video. The first one is that having a clear why is going to sustain you when motivation disappears. When you start a blog, you should not rely just on motivation, because there are days when you will not want to even start writing any article. There are days you will feel down. There are times that you will not even want to be engaged when it comes to writing content for your blog. But your reason or your why is going to be a guiding star. It's going to actually provide you with the strength to continue even on those days that you might want to give up. The second thing that I want you to take away from this is that your why should actually go beyond money. Making money with a blog is a good goal, is a good objective, but I think in itself is not enough. Because to be honest, when you compare investing in your blog and other investment opportunities that are available, you might find that you might actually get a better return on investment if you are to do something else. So if you are just basing it on money, probably that might not be enough. Your reason or your why is bigger than that. An example of having a why that actually goes beyond money is when you start your blog as a legacy project. If you look around, you're going to find websites and blogs that exist today that were started very many years ago as either newsletters or basic newspapers. And when you think about how long those publications have been in place, you can almost certainly agree with me that they go beyond money that the founder was making. It has turned out to be a legacy project that probably has been carried on by the family or generations within the family. And the example that I have in mind here is the story of Forbes. It was started almost 100 years ago as of the recording of this particular video, and it still exists up to date. The third takeaway is that your why is going to guide your consistency and growth. And this is important because there are times that you're going to face challenges on your blogging journey, and you want to have a very strong why that will continue pushing you ahead. You want to be able to continue creating content, publishing blog articles, doing research, and ensuring that you are providing value to the people who are actually reading your blog article or the audience that you're trying to serve. That can only happen if you have a strong why, because it's going to help you survive the days when results or the things that you want to achieve are delayed. Once you are clear on your why, the next step when it comes to starting your blog is being able to decide or to pick your blogging niche, or rather being able to decide on the blogging topic that you are going to focus on. And that's the video that you're going to watch next on this Start a Blog for Beginner series.